Hello and welcome back, and today I've got a look at 3 brand new sets from Lanard's The Core. These have been released under the Core Universe banner, and they are called Bio-Tek Force Specialized Cyber Figures. I found these 3 sets at a discount store called Ollie's Bargain Outlet, and each set sold for $9.99. The red tags on these sets proclaim that their price is $14.99, our price $9.99. I'm not sure who they are, since I don't think anyone else sells these sets at brick and mortar. Each of these sets comes with 2 figures, various accessories, and a robot animal. We have Shark versus Ice with a Panther robot, Mirage versus Crash with a robot wolf, and Void vs. Eagle Eye with a cybernetic velociraptor. The back of each of the packages is the same, and it gives you artwork for each of the characters in the set. So Eagle Eye, Crash, and Shark are all members of the Core, while Void, Mirage, and Ice are all members of their archenemy, the Curse. In each set you get 1 Core member and 1 Curse member. And we have a write-up on the bottom telling you the current storyline that Lanard has created for the Core. Basically, the Core Universe storyline has something to do with time travel, which I believe is meant to tie in Lanard's various lines to each other, like the prehistoric Primal Clash line and the futuristic Star Troopers line. To your left is the Core member Shark, and to the right is the Curse member Ice. We have 3 accessories, a vest, baton, and a gun that all seem to go with Shark. The vest clips on him like so. He's got a holster for the gun and a belt loop for the baton. Ice does not have any specific accessories, but you can give him this little robotic drone, which has a few different implements on it. Ice does, however, have a cybernetic arm with a giant drill at the end, and you can see on his face he's also got a very Terminator looking red cyber eye. The robot Panther is a very nice looking sculpt, and that's one thing that Lanard excels at, is sculpting things like creatures, robots, etc. They do a really nice job with that. So there's not much in the way of articulation with this Panther. His legs can go back and forth, his tail's on a ball joint, and that gun can go back and forth. But there is some really nice detail on him. Not much in the way of articulation to speak of, but these do seem to have a bit more articulation than previous Core figures that I've had. So he does have the head that can go 360, as well as the shoulders that can go up and down. He's also got an elbow swivel there that can go 360, as well as an elbow bend. Waist can go 360, and he does have hips and knees. So not too bad for a discount figure. Here we have the Curse member Mirage with the Core member Crash. And this time it's the Core member Crash who has the cybernetic arm in the form of this giant fist. And he also has this large rifle. Mirage, I believe, is a martial artist, so he's like a Storm Shadow type of character. So he comes with a variety of accessories: a sword, pistol, and a throwing weapon, as well as this crossbow. And they've done a really nice job of giving this figure all the options he needs to hold those accessories. So the gun can holster on his leg. The sword and crossbow can both store on his back. And he can hold that throwing weapon. There's also a peg on the throwing weapon, so when he's not using that, you can have him hold the crossbow and then peg the throwing weapon on his back. Just like the Panther, some really nice sculpting on this robot wolf. Also like the colors, he's molded in sort of a light metallic looking gray, and he's got some paint applications that are in a darker color, metallic gray, and he's got some red eyes. Basically the same articulation as the Panther. His legs can go back and forth, and these guns on his back can also go up and down. And while the Panther had the Core logo printed on it, there is no logo on this wolf. So I'm going to give him to the Curse. And the last set, we have the Curse member Void to your left, and the Core member Eagle Eye to your right. Only 2 accessories with this set, this big gun, and this other item that looks like it should go with an aquatic character, the way it's designed. But it's included here. So I'm giving both those weapons to Void, and the only other weapon he has is actually that gun that's molded on to that holster, so not a usable weapon. Eagle Eye has this cybernetic backpack, has a gun on one shoulder and some mini missiles on the other. But the problem with this backpack is it doesn't peg into his back very securely. So it just kind of falls off like that. So that's going to need some work. And also you can see his feet, how crooked they are, especially that left leg. So again, that's going to need a little bit of work. Maybe some heat to loosen that up and some cold to set it, to straighten out those legs. I think the highlight of these sets is going to be the robot animals, and this one is no exception. This is a very cool looking robot raptor. His arms and legs can go back and forth, and as a bonus we also get an opening jaw with this guy. So that's pretty cool. Not much to say about these except for the fact that they are good quality toys based on the price you're paying for them. If you're a fan of 1/18th scale figures, you can't go wrong with a Lanard. They make good quality and durable toys for an affordable price. These are also a great option if you have kids that are into these type of toys. Since it looks like G.I. Joe has gone strictly to the 6-inch classified line, the Core remains a good current option for military type toys in this scale. Along with the Chap May Soldier Force line, the smaller companies are keeping this type of toy alive for current toy buyers. It's just too bad that these toys are not more widely available at brick and mortar retail in the US. As I pointed out in my Star Troopers video from a few months ago, Lanard toys only seem to show up at discount and closeout stores, with toys from the Core only showing up sporadically in places like Walmart. Now there were also 3 vehicles released in conjunction with these sets, but all 3 were repaints of vehicles that I already own. So I passed on those, but there are vehicles out there as well. I really like the concept behind the Core universe, introducing time travel into the story. So you can take all these different figures from the various lines, dinosaurs, aliens, spaceships, robots, monsters, military, and put them all into the same play scenario. This is the type of thing we saw in abundance in the 80s and 90s, but we don't see enough of today, as toys have veered away from kids' playtime and into the realm of adult collectors. But Lanard keeps the dream alive, and I do appreciate them for it. That's all for this one, just a quick one today, to let you know that there is new Lanard product out in the US if you choose to seek it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.